This video just introduces some of my photos that you can find at various websites on the internet. I didn't have the opportunity to take any courses in photography in my youth, but as an adolescent I did realize that the kind of camera I needed to take professional looking photographs was called an SLR. The only SLR I could afford was the Soviet-made Zenith-E, and this is what I started out with, learning by trial and error. My next camera, which I bought shortly before I began traveling, was another budget SLR, a practical EE2, which proved to be a fabulous device. In the 1990s I progressed to a Minolta Maxim. Though still a budget camera, or entry-level SLR as such are called today, this powerful little pre-digital model took my photography to the next level, and many, if not most, of the photos I have online were taken with that camera, which I still use occasionally today in 2020. My first digital SLR was another exceptional entry-level camera, an Olympus II420, which gave my photographic endeavors a whole new lease of life. My early travels were generally pretty rough to extremely rough, and photography was rarely the first thing on my mind in the 1980s. Additionally, many of my travels were cameraless to begin with, so I have no photographic records whatsoever of about half the places I traveled in the 1980s and 1990s. The final blow to my photographic records was delivered after living on the northeast coast of Taiwan for a few years, where I stored my positives and negatives in a drawer without a second thought. When I finally brought them out to put in order, I found that the high humidity had completely destroyed many of them, even the negatives. Nevertheless, I've tried my best to recover those that could be recovered, and have put together a travelogue of sorts on Flickr, supplemented by a few photos provided by some of the people I traveled with. Many of these, along with many more recent shots, are in the public domain and are linked to from my own site, alixlee.com. Thank you.